Peace and greetings, soul family. Welcome on in. Welcome on in to Planet Remix Radio. Oh my goodness. Peace and greetings, soul family. We're going to get started here in just a few moments. Welcome on in. The Blue Room is open. And you are certainly more than welcome to come on over and join us in the Blue Room. Wow. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Can we still feel the vibes of this amazing Gemini, this Gemini new moon, so beautiful, so fitting. Welcome on in. The Blue Room is open. I'm going to give out some cosmic directions here in just a moment, so you can find your way on over. The phone lines are open. I will be taking your calls tonight. 515-605-9794 is the number to call, and that is going to get you locked in. Want to give a big shout out to all of our international listeners out there listening from all over the world. Oh yeah. What a time. What a time to be alive, growing up on Planet Remix Radio. And we truly are. We truly are. It's Gemini season. I want to give a big shout out and happy born day to all of the Geminis on the planet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's good, soul family? What's good, soul family? Wow. Wow. What is good? It's an amazing, beautiful time. I wanted to come on really quick. I'm sorry, I'm a little late getting into this spaceship, but today is my father's born day. The beautiful sun sign Gemini that he was. Ashe to my daddy. So, been doing a lot of coming together, celebrating with the family, just kind of spending that time and really honoring and just, reflecting, connecting, and just kind of basing in this beautiful, beautiful light, this beautiful energy. So I want to say happy born day to all of the Geminis in the building. And happy born day to all of Planet Remix, all of the soul family coming on in. I wanted us to kind of get together today. It's been a busy week. I don't know how you all are feeling. I'm definitely going to have to throw up these sparkles. I don't know how you're feeling, but for me, it's been a very, very busy week. And an incredible, amazing week, It really has. And I don't know if you all have been taking in these downloads that have been coming in, but there's been some major downloads that's coming in, and so many of you have literally jumped timelines and gone to a whole nother level of your life. Many of us have left our old lives behind. And so yet again, we have transformed and really, really moved ourselves into a different space of existence. Now, here's the interesting thing. It may leave you feeling a little lost, a little unsure about what is to come. And so this could feel many different ways. You could be excited about the future, but yet have no understanding of what that actually is going to look like. Or right now in your life, it can seem like everything is falling apart. Relationships are falling apart. Maybe your place of employment of where you were working, that is falling apart. So some of us will be in a time of great celebration. We can be in a time of great clarity. We could be in a time that we are embracing all of who we understand and know ourselves to be. And some of us could actually be in a time where the transformation that is happening in our lives is so beautiful, but yet so overwhelming that it's kind of difficult to even begin to start processing the elevation that is occurring. I'm going to tell you what it's like. If you've ever gone to, I can't think of the building in New York right now, but if you've ever been in a building that you had to ride the elevator and you've been in a glass elevator and you have to go up something like 20, 30 floors. And as this elevator began to just rise, I mean, literally rise, like going up, and you're looking down. And so one minute you're on the first floor, and then suddenly everything that seemed like was in your view, you are so far, far, far away from it, like really far away from it. And you're looking down, and it seems so distant from you. And you're excited, and it's that little bit of a thrill of going up until you reach that destination. Yeah, it's kind of what's kind of happening in the atmosphere. You know, this is the time for us to pay attention and really be mindful of how our bodies are speaking to us. We have all kinds of gamma rays, plasmic light that is coming into the atmosphere. And, you know, sometimes we don't really listen or hear when our higher self is communicating with us, or even our guides for that matter. Our body will start to respond in a different way to us. And this is an indication to really just do a self check-in in your life. Check in, drop down in your body. Check in, do a scan. How are you feeling? This is why I always ask you guys, how are you feeling? And so I want us all to do that right now. How are you feeling? Just take a moment. If you haven't taken that moment at this time, just take a moment, drop down in your body, and, you know, really just kind of tune in and see how you're feeling, how you are generally feeling about you. How are you feeling? I think it's a great time to do that. I want to say welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome in, everyone. The Blue Room is open, and I just want to give a big shout out to everyone in the Blue Room. Let's get those likes up so we can let the Soul family know that we are here. We are definitely here. And so that they can know that we're here. Also, I'm going to be taking calls here in just a little bit, and you can definitely jump on the phone lines. If you want to get on the phone lines, 515-605-9794 is the phone lines, and that is going to get you tapped in. It's going to get you locked in. It's going to get you tapped in. I got a couple of announcements that I want to go over. I want to talk about here. First of all, let me say this. Let me just pause for a minute and say this. I am so grateful. I am so thankful for each and every single one of you, and I love you so much. And I want to thank you all for being a part of Planet Remix Radio. I do want to let you know that the chat is turned on, that you must be subscribed to the channel in order for you to chat. Real interesting, Ms.Blue. Why would you put those settings on? It's a lot going on in these cosmic streets, right? And we want to make sure that our beautiful sacred space and our soul family that is coming together as we all commune here together, that we are all here for that divine reason of being present, of being here. I want to get into some readings right now so we can take that collective pulse of some of the high frequency spiritual beings on the planet to see what's happening all over the globe, all over the world. So if that is you, 515-605-9794 is the number to call. And once we get ready to get into the questions, if you want to speak to me, that you will press 1, and that is going to put you in the queue. I want to give a shout out to everyone who had a spiritual consultation with me this week. When I tell you, I am literally in a oh my God moment. Literally, with how much work you all are doing in the world, the things you are doing in the world, the amount of love and trust you have within yourself, and the steps that you are taking to overcome obstacles, triumph, trauma, and everything that comes with this experience is the best way I can put it. This experience of growing up on planet Earth. I truly have so enjoyed connecting with each and every single one of you. And the readings this week have been off the chain, out of this world, literally off the Richter scale. And so many of you have so many beautiful things that you're doing at this time. By the way, I want to remind everyone, absolutely everyone here, we are in Gemini season. And I do want us to utilize this energy. I'm going to kind of keep giving you this sort of cosmic push that you pay very close attention to everything in your life that is calling your attention and where you're giving most of your energy to, because this is going to be insight for the things that you are wanting to create, that you are wanting to manifest, that you are wanting to do in this world, and what is going to be in the forefront and your focus going forward for the rest of 2024 into 2025 and beyond. Because it is in this time that we literally are getting glimpses, like little sparkles of light. These sparkles of light is letting us know, it's kind of like little holograms, giving us insight of what we are in alignment of creating for ourselves and experiencing, not by osmosis, not because the cosmos is putting it out there, because this is something that truly is connected to you and your divine blueprint. So yet again, do not, under no circumstances, get distracted. Do not. I'm going to put you on notice. PSA, do not get distracted. Do not. We know energy goes where thought flows. Energy goes where attention flows. We understand these concepts, but I don't want you to understand it as a concept. I want you to see it as how you're creating your reality. And it's so important at this time that we are elevating our frequency into these higher dimensions of frequency energy so that we can obtain our desired access to all that we desire. I'm going to keep using that word because this is really speaking to the heart. Remember, the mind does not know and understand what a desire is. It thinks it's something physical. It thinks it's something, surface. But the heart understands what a true desire is. So find that thing that you love. that thing that lights you up, that thing that just sort of brings you joy. Because you know without a shadow of a doubt that when you are doing that thing that you enjoy, that you love, that brings you joy, that makes you happy, that lifts you up, then you know you have raised your frequency. You know you have raised your vibration. You've done that. You've done that. So take the time to do that. Take the time. And for those of us living in the Western Hemisphere, take the time to get out, get some sunshine, maybe go for a walk, maybe go to your favorite park, get some time to be outside. It's Gemini season. Protect the lungs at all costs. How do we protect the lungs? We protect the lungs by speaking our truth. We protect our lungs by being present. We protect our lungs by making sure that how we're communicate is in a high frequency vibration, is in a loving way, is in a way that is true and authentic to who we are. This is how we protect the lungs. We protect our lungs by doing those things that bring us joy. We protect the lungs by expressing our truth because the lungs itself is connected to our communication portal in our body. It's connected to our heart energy center, as well as our throat energy center. When someone is having these issues that are impacting their lungs, there's a few things that could be happening that could cause this. They witnessed something, they said something, they experienced something that literally took their breath away. Now, before we hop on this negative train, it could literally you finally, absolutely finally getting a breakthrough and something you've been working on your whole life, or you never thought the moment was ever going to come. You never was going to complete the task. You never was going to get accepted into your college of your choice. You never was going to get the relationship you want. You never was going to get free from your unhealthy relationships. You never was going to get that health in your body that you want. You never was going to find something that brought you total excitement and that brought you joy, that got you excited, that got you curious, that got you wondering. You never thought you were going to be able to maybe buy that laptop you wanted so that you can begin to build a new way for your family. You never thought you were going to be able to get that car so that you could secure other things in your life that you wanted to do. You never thought you were going to pass that exam so that you could move into the practice that you wanted to do. You never thought you would be able to save the money so you could go on that trip that you always dreamed of. You never thought that you would have the courage, or you would even have enough knowledge to say, I have something I want to share with the world. I want to teach. I want to express. I want to kind of step out a little further. You never thought you were going to get that sewing machine and be able to sew. You never thought you were going to mend that relationship with your son, with your daughter, with your mother, with your father, with your baby daddy, your baby mama, with your neighbor. You never thought you would see that day. So there's many ways that we can impact the lungs because it's connected to the breath of life. It also can be tremendously impacted when something has taken our breath away. Something can literally take your breath away. And it can take it away in many ways, as I just kind of explained here, but your breath can be taken away by somebody in the past reaching back out to you and really giving you that clarity, that apology that you felt you needed, that you needed. Could take your breath away. It could take your breath away. Because maybe that bad habit that you've had for smoking for so long, finally you're able to stop for 2 months. And shouts out to you, amazing brother in the chat. So I want you to be thinking about that and thinking about your lungs. Because it is in this Gemini season that is so connected with communication, so connected with all of this activity that is happening, that we can find ourselves in a position where we can sort of upgrade how we communicate, not how we communicate with one another, but how we communicate with ourselves internally. How are you communicating? Gemini season is always one of the perfect seasons to upgrade your self-love, because so much about it is about what's going on in the inside, and the genius wants to come out. Remember, Gemini is the twin. And so most people will equate this energy. We see it playing out. I can't think of the movie right now. I think it was called Gemini, that Will Smith played in, where literally there was a good version of him and a evil version of him, and they were trying to kill each other to off the other one. And I think this is a great analogy if we're going to look at it from an energetic point of view of what's happening in your life. What part of your life, what behaviors, what addictions? Thank you for that, Lumberjack. It's called Gemini Man. And if you haven't seen it, it's a great movie to watch. But there are some parts of yourself that you need to leave behind. You need to off it. You need to kill it. You need to dead it. It needs to be gone. That bad habit, you need to let it go. It's unhealthy for you. I don't care if you watch other people do it and it has caused them to thrive. You know when something is not good for you, don't you? Of course you do. So this is about communication. So if we're going to pay close attention to our lungs, then we have to do, as my daddy would say, you got to watch your mouth, watch what you're saying, watch who you're saying it to, watch your mouth. We're in a universal year of 8. The cycle continues. This is about infinity. This is about infinity. And so either you're going to take yourself in this beautiful loop of elevation and transformation, or you're going to loop yourself back into a pattern that you will be fighting to get out of for some time. So it may be hard. You may get that juicy phone call, or that, you may get that very curious knock at the door. Or somebody may want to hit you up, because Gemini is also connected to secrets. And boy, don't we love a good secret. And so it's exposure time. We want to know about the secrets. But I will just say, keep yourself where you want yourself to be, where you have worked yourself to be, in that elevated state of being, in that loving place of being. And make sure that you are staying present. Make sure you are working on those things right now that are most important to you, because you can make great leadway in different areas of your life for today, going forward, and beyond. And beyond. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How's everybody feeling? We got to spice it up a little bit. Spice it up to another level. Welcome on into Planet Remix Radio. I want to give a big shout out to Brother Lance in the building. He's going to be moderating for us tonight, as well as all of the other beautiful stars that are in the building. So good to see you, Cynthia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Matter of fact, let's just do a big round, a big roll up right now. And you can tell us where you're checking in from, what city, what state, what country you are checking in from. And I just want to welcome you all into Planet Remix Radio. And if this is your very first time, please allow me to welcome you. Come on in. If you're listening in and you want to jump into chat in the Blue Room, the cosmic famous Blue Room, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you can join us in chat. We would love to have you here. The Soul Family will make you feel welcome and right at home. We got Brother Lance checking in from Alabama. Sister Marjorie checking in from the Carolinas. Cynthia checking in from one of my favorite places, Las Vegas, Nevada. Shaylin Mayat checking in from the Big D, Dallas. Brittany Vibes checking in from one of my best cities in the world, Durham, North Carolina. Makisha is checking in from Wisconsin. Morgan, the Mystic for Life, love that name, checking in from Indiana. We have Sammy checking in from South Carolina. We got Jonathan who's checking in from London in the house. London, England in the house. Tremel checking in from Daytona, Florida. Faye, aka the Goddess of London, is checking in as well. Michelle is checking in from the ATL. Welcome on in, Michelle. And Shayani is checking in from Houston. And oh my goodness, is it Palace? Did I say your name right, brother? Checking in from Bishopville, South Carolina. One day I'll tell a story about when I was in Bishopville, South Carolina, because I know where that is. Our family home is located in Kings Tree, South Carolina. So I know that area all around there very well. Sister BILQIYS 14 checking in from Fort A, and GL is checking in from the Boogie Down Bronx. We have, who is this? Let me see. Anyaya and Zaya checking in from Charlotte, North Carolina. Priestess Nadra is checking in from Boston with Sun Ra. I love that. Priestess Donna Lee is checking in for Toronto, Canada. Welcome, welcome, welcome on in. Doing her thing, though. I think I got it right. Doing her thing, though, is checking in from Oakland, California. True the 8 is checking in from San Francisco. And we have Brenda who's checking in from Long Island. So good. Lumberjack T is checking in from the OKC, Oklahoma City. Welcome on in. We got James in the building checking in from Minnesota. XO Cheney is checking in from, we gonna say New Jersey. Tajara is checking in from Pittsburgh. Yeah, word. Say word. Yep, word. Tal. Ooh, I'm gonna tear your name up. But checking in from Maryland. Locked for Life is checking in from Valero, California. D. Bishop is checking in from Mount Vernon, New York. Oh yeah, know that. On the jaw. On Deja. On Deja. There we go. There you go, on Deja. Listen, I know about Bishopsville. I'm gonna tell that story. Maybe when we do story time here, I'll tell my story about going there. We have Della W checking in from North Carolina. Good to see you. Priestess Gwen is checking in from Cali. Good to see you. And that's Billy Keys. Oh, okay, Billy Keys. Y'all know how I am with the name. Want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone coming on in. I'm going to play the PSA. We're going to dive in. I really don't want to do, listen, I got a lot of things I'm feeling, I'm thinking. I've been doing a lot of deep dive studies, a lot of sessions this week. So many downloads have come in, so many channels and different things. So I'm going to digress with me. We're going to listen to, and I have some more announcements, but we're going to listen to the PSA. I'm going to come back. We're going to listen to Baby Blue. By the way, Baby Blue's album is dropping, or her EP, her digital EP is dropping on the 9th. So we'll talk about that a little bit. And if you don't know, that's my daughter. And let's see what else is going on. I got some more stuff and a couple of other announcements. And then I'm going to go straight to the phone line. So 515-605-9794 is the number to call. And click one when you're on the phone lines. Terry C. checking in from Baltimore. Queen Mystic, California checking in. So good to see you. Priestess Erica in the building. Good to see you. And also, did I give a big shout out to our graduates? Also, we have several Planet Remix family members that have their beautiful origin babies who are no longer babies that are graduating from high school, headed off on their first assignment. And many of them are going to college. And actually, there are many of our soul family members, two that I know for fact, that are going to be going to NYU. So let's give a big celebration to all of our graduates that are graduating from high school, middle school. Some are graduating from college. Some are going to college. You understand, some are going to high school. Some are graduating from kindergarten. Some are graduating and they are just going on to do incredible things. Some are finishing up cosmetology schools. Some of them are studying different trade schools. And I just want to acknowledge them because your mamas and your daddies have definitely been sounding the horn, and rightfully so. They are so proud, and we are so proud and so honored, and we are wishing you so much love and light. We know that you are going to represent, and do big, beautiful things. Big, beautiful things. So we're going to listen to the PSA, and then I'll be right back. Greetings, everyone. Hi, it's me, Ms.Blue, the Oracle. Now, as you know, we are about to dive into Planet Remix. And as we get ready to get into the cipher, I do want to let you know that it is Planet Remix, and a lot of times we cover adult content. So at this time, if you have anyone who's a minor, I would suggest that you put your headset on or get yourself in a place where you can enjoy your time on Planet Remix. But until then, put the babies out, do what you need to do so we can be responsible while knowing our magic. This show, this information, we dive into a lot of things that are adult content. And so therefore, if you are a minor, I want you to stop what you're doing right now, and I definitely want you to get your parent or your guardian's consent before diving into the remix. Well, enjoy. Enjoy the share. Yeah, and keep knowing your magic. We just gotta be responsible while growing up on planet Earth.
La 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 la, the remix. Hey, this is Baby Blue. And remember, if nothing else moves you, life will.
That is so true. Say it with me. If nothing else moves you, life will. If nothing else moves you, life will. If nothing else moves you, life will. So true, so true, so true. Oh my goodness. Now, I want to remind you all that you're still amazed that I know about that city in South Carolina. Uh, Listen, I want you all to know that check out the links in my bio. I've received quite a few emails of people asking how to set up sessions with me, readings with me. All of those details can be found in the show notes, where you can either have a one on one spiritual consultation with me, which is called the Visionary Guidance Session, which are listen, off the chain fire. I am enjoy, I am loving doing all of those. And if you have a question and you want me to really go in deep with that question, or you don't want to call in or you don't feel comfortable calling into the show to get some insight, you can get some very, very detailed answers by asking a question. I will get those questions to you within a 7-day period. You will receive a recording of the question. You won't have me live, but you will receive a recording of that. So you'll be able to go back and you'll listen to it. I do a lot of good things in there because I'm doing a whole read of your energy, not just answering your questions, but what I'm also doing, I also provide you with things that you can do, exercise, give you homework assignments, and really a way so that you can begin to tap in to your higher energy, and so that you can have access to all of the things you need to have access to, your spiritual gifts, your spiritual insight, so you can harness that energy in a very, very powerful way. And I take you step by step on how to do that. And so, either way, either one, they have really, really filled my heart with joy. It's been some busy times. I feel like I'm having a flashback to 2000 and early 2000s when I first got started in doing sessions kind of constantly. I told you guys, I had some time available, some time off, still working on my list, which I probably have about 4.5 months to go before I have cleared out the 3.5 year waiting list. And that's certainly going to free up so much more time too. But I also want to let you know that I will have some classes coming in the fall. So I want you now to get together to start connecting your pennies together, get your little penny dish together, because I'm going to have some classes, several classes that I will be teaching in the fall. I will be announcing those classes coming up. They will be under the umbrella of Self Invested University. These classes will be coming out and some other really, really cool things that are coming together. So I'm telling you now, so you don't say it came out of nowhere. So there are so many things that I am working on. I'm not going to speak on too many now, but they are very exciting and they're never before done by me things. And that I'm excited for. I'm so excited. So I am diligently working behind the scenes to get all of this together, as well as can I upgrade you? We're going to get an upgrade on Planet Remix. So I'm still working out and working those kinks out and getting those things together and getting them all in divine alignment and those things to come. And a couple other surprises, but I'm going to leave it right there. But I'm so excited. I am so blessed. So blessed. And yeah, yeah. So I want to let you all know that those things are available for you. Don't forget, there is always the digital downloads that are available for you. It's a great time to be working with all of the elements. That's amazing. So fit, you want to kind of get yourself in some sort of discipline to have a program that really is just going to take you day by day and step by step. Definitely, you want to check out Soul Fit is a great one. You want to work with any of the elements that are there. And then also, you all let me know. Maybe I'll put a community post up. Do we want to do more of the Galactic e-files? How did we feel about that month to month of doing the Galactic e-files? Because remember, I told you guys I needed to pause the Galactic e-files a little bit because I was doing so many of the new sessions that were coming up plus the other ones. But let me know if that's something that we're still interested in and you want more of the monthly Galactic e-files where you get the work. I give you the blueprint for the work in the e-files. You start working with it, and then later in the month we do a call. We hop on a call together and we dive in deep from there. So let me know if that is something. Priestess Brandy says, yes, we love the Galactic e-files. I know many of you said that that kept you in alignment, really help you to be inspired and to stay on track because it's real time, esoteric information, spiritual science knowledge that you can work with in real time. I put my heart and soul into everything that I do, and it takes some beautiful divine frequency to do the research, to clear the channels and make sure the information is being communicated together. And you all know how I feel about the activation art. Even though I think I kind of upped that game a little bit with the activation art, putting that activation art together and just kind of packaging and putting it all together so that we can get it and you can do it from anywhere in the world and putting it out there. So yeah. If that is something you love, I know you all are telling me here, and I say thank you so much. Uh, Priestess Brandy said, I'm still working with mines. And Roberta says, yes, I can select the ones I need that month. Okay, so this is something that we're going to do. Michelle says, yes, yes. I'm definitely going to do that. Lumberjack says, definitely sounds helpful and intriguing. I'm certainly interested in the clarity and the understanding. Okay, well, then we're going to, Priestess Melanie said, yes, that GEF, that Galactic E file. Gratitude Goddess says, yes. Amazing galactic love files. I love that. Oh, Sheila, welcome on in. Says, yes, keep those. Okay, so we're going to look at how we can incorporate that coming in, bringing the galactic e-files, especially in these next coming months as we get closer to the autumn season. The galactic e-files will be able to do that and be able to pull more of that in. But check out the show notes there. And if you're ever curious about any of the things that we're talking about here, The link is there. I don't know if if one of our moderators can put the link in the room, but the link is there. You can check it out and you can read what everyone has to say who has been using and working with the program and all of it. James says, yes, love the Galactic e-files. Bridget says, Ashe to your daddy, Miss Blue. Thank you so much, Bridget. Trust me, he's sitting in. So I'm going to, be on my best behavior. No, I'm not. But it sounded good. Miss Mega Little, good to see you, sis. Good to see you. But we're going to get ready to go to the phone lines. Also, Baby Blue is dropping her project. It's called Are You Even Listening? Are you even listening? And I'm going to tell you, it is some ballads and her voice, angelic and divine. She did her thing. She did her thing. She's been working on it for a while. So don't worry. I told her she definitely have to give us an exclusive. Come on. Let me email her. She can tell us about the project, tell us where she's going with the project. She has so many different things that she has pulled together and has been working on for quite a while, So I'm excited. And she says thank you to you guys for all the love because I posted it in the story the other day and where she sent out so you can save it. So when it drops, you can get the notification that it's gone live so that you can go and you can definitely tap in and listen to it. But I promise you, I just have it on repeat. She won't let me like have an exclusive, but it's so beautiful. It's so uplifting. The frequency, the vibration is just ooh. I said, damn, you did me well, girl. You did me well. And also, she's also doing tarot card readings as well. She's doing zodiac signs and she's doing all of these things. So I'll say this to anyone who's a parent out there. I don't think there's such a thing as what we do our children should do, but I will tell you our dedication, our passion, our love for things certainly rubs off on them. And this was a beautiful rub, for her because she's always done her thing. She's a gamer, she's a creative. She has her degree in marketing and she works with clients and, she's kind of had her own, independent consultation business. By the way, I'm going to speak this because we're working on this. I'm going to share this with you all. I'm going to share this with you all that you've asked for it, but there is a marketing, a business, a spiritual business and marketing class coming. And Baby Blue is going to come in. She's going to bring her expertise. I'm going to bring mine. And I'm going to share with you what I have been using these years for many of you who have your own business. You want to work in this particular space. And I certainly feel that I am in the position of someone who has created more than 7 figures to really help you on your path and journey in doing this spiritual work and do it in a way that is in spiritual integrity, that allows you to be able to do it with love and to be able to do it with a sense of, determination, but not being overwhelmed by it. Because sometimes we think that, we have to have millions upon millions of followers and we have to constantly be on this grind, and there is a way that you can actually get into a frequency of your own love and your own thoughts and what you're feeling called to do and moving off of that inspiration. And you can do that. you can do that. You can do that in a way. And I know many of you have asked me, so this is what me and Baby Blue are working on putting together, because I want it to be a class or something that, because once I do it, I probably won't do it again for a very long time. That can be there, that we can be there. So that's some of the things that we have coming. And yeah, so we'll be talking about business things. And so it's going to bridge the worlds together, even though we know they're all together, covering different aspects. You know, some of the things that sometimes we think about or maybe not think about. And I'll cover everything that I know that has helped assisted me on my journey, from, how to get inspiration, how to get true, authentic inspiration from yourself, how to take your gifts and talents and things that are connected with you and monetize that, manifest that and monetize that in the world, cover things such as pricing and, those kinds of things, how to market it, but not traditional marketing as you would think, but how to present that to the world in a style that is unique and authentic to you and who you are. Because everything, even though I've gone to college, I've gone to uni, as they say, and taken these business classes and even some extended training of business classes, worked in corporate America pretty much all of my life, still connected to corporate America, working in that field. Everything that I've learned in the business world, I have not used in my spiritual principles. I have not. But yet it has allowed me to thrive. It has allowed me the opportunity to express more of my creative side of myself, and still been very, very successful and thriving in that world. So I'm working to put that together. I'll let you all know that I'm being more conscious about things. I hope that if you take something from me, is that you don't have to have it all together. And let me clarify that. It's nothing wrong with wanting to have things put together in a certain kind of way. But I think sometimes I can be very rebellious. It may be sort of some of the placements in my chart. It might be my Aries placement or my Aquarius placement in my chart. So I can kind of be a little rebellious. I'm going to give you some insight about me where I will go against the grain, and sometimes I think it's consciously, sometimes I think it's unconscious, and I will totally go against the grain just to prove that I can do it. Not to anyone else, but to myself. And so I don't really use those principles there. So I could have this very, very fancy website. I could. There's a part of me that wants it. But there's a part of me that says, you know? And especially when I'm getting in my divine feminine energy, that energy is very fluid. Some would call it sometimes ordered chaos. And I really enjoy sometimes being spontaneous. I enjoy sometimes, like, just like I told you guys, I still haven't given you a date for when I'm actually, what day Planet Remix has been officially locked back in. Now, of course, Friday has always been my date, and then Sunday. But I kind of love having that flexibility. You know why? Because so much of my life has been so structured. And I used to be so afraid to step outside of my comfort zone. And if everything was not organized, if everything was not picture perfect, if everything was not exact, it wasn't that I couldn't do it, but I did it with a high level of anxiety, stress, frustration, having meltdowns, only to accomplish the goal and not be able to celebrate the goal because I exhausted myself mentally and physically to get to it. And over the years, and even doing this work, it's okay. You know, there was a time that I wouldn't go to bed with no dishes in the sink. It's okay. There was a time that if my house was not spotless and every piece of paper, everything was not in order, I would not go to sleep. You could literally call me 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd be vacuuming, cleaning baseboards, wiping down walls. And I understand the balance in that. And so I find these spaces, and maybe some of you can relate to this in my life, where I can have that flexibility to be spontaneous. And when I started putting it into the work that I was doing and understanding me, my spiritual work, it started to give me freedom and flexibility in all areas of my life, to not be so rigid, to not be so fixed, to not be so one-sided in my mind, but the flexibility in my life to have ebb and have flow, you know, to kind of bob and weave, to kind of float with grace and ease. You understand? I can do that. And it took like 1,000 pounds of stress off of me. And I ended up getting twice as many things done. Still got the baseboards clean, still cleaned the dishes in the sink, still, did all the things that I wanted to do. But just knowing that I had that flexibilities and that ease, because it's there for us, but really giving myself permission to allow myself to do that. It also, once I started, and of course this is very early on, we're talking 20 plus years ago, but once I started to trust my intuition, see, intuition is not fixed. It's not locked in. You could literally be driving down the street, and if you're open to your higher mind, you don't have to command your higher mind to speak to you. It will speak to you, right in the moment. Right in the moment. It'll speak to you. It will interrupt you doing what you're doing and speak to you. Speak to you. It will just speak to you. So I know I went on a little tangent, but I wanted to kind of let you know how I got there. And so many of you have asked me, would I be interested in sharing some of my best practices, some of the things that I've discovered along the way. And trust me, I've made a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes, a lot of shit I will never do again. A lot of things that I begin to start understanding, start to learn, all of these good things. But I want to cover everything in that class of understand about spirituality and business and all of that. Everything from taxes, all of that, because there's a very real part of this that sometimes we think is excluded once we begin to get into these spaces. And I'll tell some stories about something that was traumatic to me, in just understanding. But there are some things to put in place, and there are so many places that it allows you a freedom, a freedom. Now you're asking another soft spot question. The book is coming. Ms.Blue, would you put out, or do you have a book? I've been working on a book for over 15 years. I'm going to get there. See what I mean? That's that flexibility. Let's get ready to go to the phone lines. So anyway, you all... Let's get ready to go to the phone lines. And let's get those likes up. Thank you. More than 120 of you who are tuning in. And I just want to welcome you all in. If you want to come join us and chat, you are more than welcome to do that. Let me give you the cosmic directions to find your way on over. You're going to come over to YouTube. Once you get to YouTube, you're going to type in Blue, Blue, and then Raz, Ras, and then Berry, Berry. And that's going to get you locked in. That's going to get you locked in. That's going to get you locked in. Or you can hop on the phone lines. 515-605-9794 is the number to call. You're going to press 1 when you get to the phone lines. Once you get to the phone lines, that lets me know you want to talk to me. Oh, Sheila said, we are celebrating, but we're cleaning. Dressed so beautifully. I love that. I'm not sure what that's in context to, but I love that. And this is a perfect time. I was doing some clearing out of my closet myself in my studio, still doing that, still kind of getting things the way I want. I pretty much have it there, but not, I want to do something. Now I want a whole nother theme. Go figure. But I don't know if I'll do that. I don't know if I'll change the theme, but I do want a whole nother theme. I'm feeling a new theme. But let's get ready to go to the phone lines. How we all feeling? How we all feeling? Yes, you can invite people if you have somebody who, you know, want to get together, just chill out with us, have a great time. Send them the link. Tell them to come on over and join the Soul Family. I'm going to go to the phone line. Please be ready. Once I go to the phone lines, I'm going to kind of hop around. I'm going to jump around and let's go to the caller calling in from area code 9144. 9144, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. 9144. Going once. Going twice. 9144. Okay. 9144 is not there. Welcome to Mr. Dante in the building, who's moderating for us tonight as well. Welcome on in, Mr. Dante. Let's go to the next caller, calling in from area code 7702. 7702, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Greetings. Who's on the line, please?
Oh, okay. How you doing? I'm Kevin calling from Atlanta.
Okay, greetings to you, Kevin, calling from the ATL. How you doing tonight?
Doing quite well.
Okay, Kevin. You have a question for me, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I originally had a different question, but I realized a lot of questions we already have the answers to. So I'm gonna just ask you this. I wanted to see if you could, just possibly tap in with like my higher self or spiritual guides or anything like that.
Of course, Kevin. What do you want me to tap in with them for? What we doing? We sitting down sipping on tea? What we doing?
I don't know. Just I got a reading from you a few weeks back. I'm trying to basically, just like tap in with my intuition more and
Okay.
just, tap in with my spirituality more. So
Okay.
that's pretty much the gist of it.
Okay. So you want to tap in. Kevin, did you send me a question?
Not today. I didn't send you a question.
Okay.
I may have a while, like a week ago or something like that, but not today.
I wonder if you're on my list. I don't know. Okay. That's okay. I just was curious. So you want to know if...
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, I was just about to say the last time I entered a question in, it was in reference to my energy being all over the place.
Okay. And so tonight you just want me to tell, but talk to me. It's okay. talk to me. What is it that you said you're trying to connect more with your spirituality. So let me tell you this. Connect more with your spirituality, you have to understand more about who you are. And so, believe it or not, connecting more with your spirituality, Kevin, requires you to be more present than ever, to be more grounded than ever. That's one of the first ways that you're going to be able to connect with spirituality. The truth of the matter is, you're not disconnected from it. You just need to get to the place that you can be able to hear your higher self as it's speaking to you. And that's going to require, you know what it's like, Kevin? It's kind of like going to the gym, working out. And when you go, the more that you work out, the stronger your muscles are going to get. So here's what you can do. When you first get up in the morning and after you're getting yourself together, I want you to just kind of sit with yourself. Sometimes sitting with ourselves in quiet time is good. Because when you can sit with yourself and just be still, observe your thoughts, don't judge them, don't do anything. Just give yourself a minute and just kind of sit quietly with yourself. And then what I want you to do is start visualizing your whole entire day, like if you wanted to put your top 3 on your list, kind of like that list that came out, #1 female rapper in the world, Nicki Minaj, no surprise, is #1. So put your top 3 of the things that you need to complete in your day. Visualize yourself successfully completing these things and really just having an overall good experience with the things that you need to complete in your day. The reason you want to start with something like that, Kevin, because what it's going to do is going to allow you the opportunity to be present. Because when we can hold something within our consciousness, it expands our awareness. And so what you'll find is you're going to find easier ways to complete the things that you need to do. You're going to find more ways to bring joy and happiness in your life. You're going to find more ways to become more present in your life. Connecting with spirituality is not a quest, but it's a quest for you to understand more about who you really are. And I hear you when you say you want to connect more with your spirituality, but really what you want to do is figure out, who am I? And the only way you're going to get there is to spend authentic time with yourself and get to know you. What do you like? What kind of things do you love? How do you see your life in the next 6 months? What are the things that you're creating and manifesting on the planet that you are conscious of? Not the things you're unconscious, because we're creating all things on the planet, right? We are the micro to the macro in that creation process. So sit down. Where are you headed? What direction are you moving in? Are you going towards your North Star? And what is that North Star for Kevin? That's how you connect with your spirituality. And that's the way that you get there, is you have to dig, you have to have a closer understanding of who you are. And that understanding will expand your awareness, and it's going to help you expand all the things and show your connection with things in your life. And then find something you're interested in and really, really become curious, get excited about it, and start to study it. Study it so much that you can see it within yourself. And then use that to elevate your life, to transform who you are, to help you overcome those things that you're struggling with in your life. Because if we're not doing that with it, we're playing with ourselves. You're just playing. It's like a child that goes outside and plays until it gets dark, until the mother or the father says, "Come on back in the house." You're just playing with yourself. And there's nothing wrong with playing with ourselves, but we want to be effective in that play. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Kevin said, I don't want to hear that, Ms.Blue.
No. You said a lot of real stuff. I'm just taking it all in, and I'm not the best conversationalist, but I definitely hear you.
I'm teasing you, Kevin. It is quite all right. You never have to listen to me or do anything that Miss Blue says. And I know you're taking it in. I know you are. So I want you to take that in. And if you say that I'm not the best at conversation, then that's what I want you to begin to start setting your North Star. I want you to begin to start asking that higher self question. How can I get better at conversation, at speaking, communication? We are in Gemini. Start doing some research, start doing some studies, get into a practice so that you can communicate the way that your wonderful genius mind, because how you have things inside of your mind and when you get ready to speak them, they come out totally different. Start focusing on that. How can I do that? That needs to be front and center for yourself. Get into that study, get into that work, improve that area of your life every day. See, how can I be better at communication than I was yesterday? And start visualizing that. Start using your magic towards that. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, peace and love, Kevin. Thanks for calling in. Let me give you some sparkles.
Thank you very much. And before I go, I just want to say thank you for doing everything that you do. You make the world go round.
Oh, I love you, Kevin. Kevin, I say your communication improve right now.
Thank you. Love you too.
Love you too. And I look forward to our next conversation, Kevin, after you've been doing some work here. And we can get together and chop it up, because I know you have a lot of things in your mind and you just need to find your way to express them in a way that feels elevated and good to you. All right.
For sure.
All
Well,
right.
peace and have a good one.
You too. Peace and love. How wonderful. Let's go to the next caller, calling in from area code 4102. 4102, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Caller calling in from area code 4102. Hello.
Hello. Greetings. Who's on the line, please?
Hey, Ms. Blue. It's Miss Rich from Virginia.
Hello, Miss Rich from Virginia. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Amazing. Amazing. Well,
That is good.
let me take that back. Let me take that back. In real time, I am blessed. Everything's a blessing. Everything's a blessing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Agreed. I would have to agree. I came on a little late today. I heard you say you're doing some readings.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little
So
late
I'm
today.
here to see.
I'm a little late. So you ain't late.
So we on time together.
We on time together. When I got here, you got here. We on time together.
That's all right. That's all right, Ms. Blue. I'll take it.
We on time.
Miss Blue.
That's
y'all.
right.
You know,
that's right. You on time. We on time, Miss Rich. We on time.
You always on time, Miss Blue. I want to know something about myself. I heard the last caller say we know the answer, but I don't know. Sometimes we need you to tell us something.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's been a really busy week for me.
Mm-hmm.
And my mind is really busy too. So I kind of want to know, like, What's most important, like for me to be able to stabilize my family right now? Um, I don't know. I have a lot of opportunities, but everything that's coming at me, it seems like it's so many things. I can't even like grab something.
Mm. Hmm. So I'm going to tell you immediately, as soon as you asked that question, Miss Rich, something popped up. And I seen a room with a mattress. With the mattress.
Mhm.
And then you asked the question, what could I do right now to best stabilize myself and my family? And that is to keep everybody together. Because it takes me back to when my children were much younger. And one of the things that I would do after a very, very kind of crazy, busy week is we would all come in my room. I would have them each pick out a movie. Now, my kids are, they're about 10, dang, I don't even know, 13 years apart, 12 years apart. No, they're not 13, they're 10 years apart. I would tell them to get their movies. Of course, they're at different stages. Get your movies, get something you want to watch. And we all would climb in the bed together and we would watch a movie together. So, the best thing that you can do to stabilize your family at this time is to give them love. When you all get a chance to be together, get together, have fun together, talk, communicate together, enjoy one another together. That's how you stabilize them.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to go into the second half of your question because what that's going to do, it's going to allow you to calm yourself down. It's going to allow you to settle yourself. Because one thing about you, Miss Rich, once you know that your children are in a good place, you thrive. You thrive. You thrive. It's kind of like you just need that moment to gather yourself. And after that, you hit the ground running again and you're taking off. What's happening right now is it's a lot of things coming back around. And when I say a lot of things coming back around, not just talking about people in our lives coming back around in our lives, but habits, behavior. This is like the most clutch time if you have an addiction, if you have a bad habit. You understand it? And I'm not just talking about drugs, alcohol, and sex, but that's included. I'm talking about just bad habits, things that don't serve us, including how we think, how we process our thoughts, how we understand where we're at and what we want to do. Things can be a little blurred. The lines can get a little blurred right now because many of us, what we're doing is we're actually in the position where you're getting the opportunity to really move yourself from this timeline that you've created and that you're in to a completely different timeline that is more elevated and more in alignment of how you really, really feel about yourself and your life. And so for many of us, we're going to feel like we're kind of stuck or we can't, like I talked about in the very beginning of the show, like you can't see what's happening in front of you. Is because we're all being asked a question. What is it that you really want at this time in your life? What do you really want? What are you willing to commit to? And if you're willing to commit to, let's just say, we'll use you, Miss Rich, stabilizing your family, then what do you need to let go of What do you need to stop doing? What habit do you need to replace? What thought do you need to change in order for that to happen, in order for you to get moving in that direction? That's all you're being asked. It seems like it's a trick, but it's not. That's all we're all being asked at this time. What are you willing to commit to? So if I say, I'm willing to commit to doing the show tonight, which by the way, I said that, then what do you need to stop doing so you can make that happen? And this is what I want you to gather. What do you need to stop doing so you can make that shit happen, like now? Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, what can you stop doing right now? It may be simply the fact that I need to stop questioning what's not working. Who cares about what is not working? Who cares? Let's start focusing on what we're committed to, and the doors will open. But it needs your commitment. It needs your consent. I did a whole show on this consent thing, but it needs your commitment. It needs you to say, I am committed to stabilizing my family. I promise you, the pearly gates of the cosmic sky will open up for you. Your heart will expand, and you will start moving in that direction. But you have to commit. You got to commit. You have to commit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. That's all it is.
I understand.
Yep. Yep. So I want you to know that that's what this energy. And by the way, thank you, Miss Rich. We're still in this new moon energy. So if you haven't sat down and did a new moon ritual, and I don't want to make this complicated. I want to make it something that doesn't give us an excuse not to do it. Simply pull out a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper, write down, what am I committing to? I am, because we know whatever you say I am, whatever comes after it is what you have become. You will become. You are in the process of that becoming. Like the activation starts the moment you say, when I say, I am Ms.Blue, I am the Oracle, I am, whatever comes after, the activation takes place. I am committed. And once you say, I am committed, when you put that conjunction of two and add that commitment, that is you signing a soul agreement. So many of us are feeling kind of lost at crossroads, feeling stuck, feeling, right? Feeling yikes,
Right.
all kinds of stuff. And there's a request, a divine request. What are you committed to? Because see, once you know what you're committed to, then you know the shit you ain't committed to. And that means you cannot concern yourself with things that are outside of your commitment. That is going to be your anchor. It's going to be what grounds you. If I know that I am committed, and I know you are, to building and having something very stable for your family, then it's going to be some thoughts, it's going to be some things, and it's going to be some people you're going to have to uncommit to in order to fulfill your commitment. There's going to be action that you must take every single day. There is going to be some awareness that is required of you every single day, right? There is going to be a
Right.
process of how you love yourself and treat yourself through this journey of fulfilling this commitment, this agreement, this commitment. That means that, okay, maybe this didn't work. I'm not going to spend 10 hours beating myself up trying to figure out what's wrong because I'm committed. We're going to find another way. And we're going to find another way. And we're going to find another way. And we're going to keep going. We're going to take action. We're going to seek support. And we know that this commitment will be fulfilled because you will get shown the way. This is when, synchronicity starts to happen. Because the moment that you state the commitment, you're in it. So you're no longer searching for how to stabilize your family. Your family is now stabilized. So now you have to act accordingly within it. You will be acting accordingly. My family is stable. Write down your commitment. And then underneath what the commitment is, write down what you're no longer going to be committed to. And I need you to see it, especially when it comes to people, places, and things, if that be the case. But mainly, I want you to think about yourself and your thoughts. And after you have that commitment, know you're in it. The family is stable. And so if someone were to ask you, Miss Rich, what's going on? I am committed to my stable family. Not becoming stable, because we passed that. Once we write it, we're past that. Once we acknowledge it, we're past that. We are now stable. It's stable. Now we're going to take stable actions. What does that look like? What does it look like for my family to be stable? Not just the money aspect of it, not just the financial aspect of it. What does it look like? What do I look like when my family is stable? How do I talk when my family is stable? How do I dress when my family is stable? What kind of things do I cook for dinner for my children when my family is stable? What kind of activities do I do when my family is stable? You have to begin to start thinking all the way through because you are actually in it. And then you're going to proceed within that frequency and vibration, and things will have to align. They will align because you are in alignment with it. So there's nothing else for you to receive but what you're in alignment for. And I know you can do it. I know you're doing it. You just need to make that adjustment and you will see. You will see. Less than 24 hours, you will see. Once you own my family is stable, first make the commitment and then own that we are stable and act according to being stable. And all of your actions that you take to be in alignment. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question. I heard you say to spend the time with the children
Yes.
when I can.
Yes.
So I know I need to go to work,
Mm-hmm.
but is it okay to leave them to go to work?
As long as they have the support that they need. How old is your
Do
oldest
they have the
child?
support that they need?
How old is the
My
oldest?
oldest child,
Yes.
25,
No, that's home with them. I mean,
23.
And she can't watch the children?
Um, she no, not they watch her more. She's special needs. They do well together, but not completely. Not like an adult.
Hmm. And what is.
If the house is stable and structured, she does better, but that's not the case right now.
Mhm. And so, is there perhaps something that they can be doing that will lessen the time that they're in your presence? Look for certain activities. If you have a child that is disabled, that the city offer programs where they can be in the program for most of the day, and so that they do not have to be left alone for so long.
Okay. I don't have anything like that for her, but the smaller children, they in all kind of camps all summer long.
Mm-hmm. But look and see, because I'm sure there is a program. And then the other thing I want you to look and see is to see if you can hire someone to come in the home to watch them. Could be an older teenager, someone a little older that maybe, just not trying to get a whole bunch of money, but that can be present, that can be there.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I say that. Ask around if they know anybody, because I guarantee you, I'm telling you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a woman that looks like a grandmother that would love to do it for really nothing, just to have that connection and be able to do that. It's someone who loves children, loves to be around them. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
So put that out there. My family is stable, and act accordingly. The last thing I'll leave you with is time to do some feng shui up in there. And every able body, clean up, clean up. Everybody get on board.
Everybody do your share.
That's right. Yep. That's what you do.
Man, Ms.Blue, why you do me like that? I understand. I hear you.
You
Okay.
no. I have been there, so I get it. Every able body. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set the timer. And we're going to work for 30-minute increments, take 15 minutes breaks, 30 minutes again. And we are going to work as a team, as a family, as a unit together. And we're going to get it done. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ms.Blue, I'm on it.
I know you are. I know you got it.
Oh, feng shui. Thank you so much.
You're
I
so
love you so
welcome.
much.
I love you too, Miss Rich. You got it. You got this. You can do it. You can do it. You got this.
All right, I'm doing it.
All right. Peace and love.
Thank you.
You're
Peace and
welcome.
love.
Peace and love. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 7047. 7047, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Peace and greetings, Ms. Blue. This is Aisha calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Greetings, Aisha. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am blessed. Everything's a blessing. Thanks for asking.
Awesome. Yeah, you can hear me well, right? I'm at work and I have a noisy work.
Yeah, I
You
can
hear me
hear.
good?
It's not too bad. No, it's not too bad. No. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So I have two with a possible third question, if I can do them quickly, if that's okay.
Let's start with one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let's start with
Okay.
one.
Number one, there has been like a get together that I had with someone from the past, And I just wanted to know what happened with that. It was abruptly ended. There was a lot of drama, and I just haven't heard from that person.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering what's the outcome, and I also would like a body scan concerning that,
Well,
if
let
that's possible.
let's talk about. So you want to know? You said, and I just want to make sure it is a little bit of noise back there, but I want to make sure that
Okay.
I can hear you. Okay. You said that you recently had an encounter with someone from the past, and then
Yes, ma'am.
things kind of abruptly ended, and I didn't hear the rest.
Before it ended, it became dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of like drama, and it wasn't anything really serious,
Mm-hmm.
but it was something. It was some important moments there. So it
When you
ended.
say
Hmm.
dramatic, important moments, and I want you to tell
Hmm.
me how you feel about that. These are bad dramatic moments or good dramatic moments?
They were socially dramatic, and they weren't considered good. No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the drama was just other people,
Yeah. And you want to
and it just
know
showed us like right there.
and you wanted to know what was the question now, Aisha? You wanted to know.
What was the whole reason for that?
Mm-hmm.
And then it just abruptly ended, where we just haven't spoken. Like there's no communication.
Yeah. So, and I know that may be hurtful, but I promise you
Yeah.
it was the best thing for you. In fact,
Mhm.
if you're going to be honest, that person should have never came back into your life. You should have never let them back in your life because you already were
Mhm.
hesitant in the beginning and also kind of suspicious of why are you trying to connect with me now? In fact, that was a question you
It was
asked.
me. I was the one. I
Mhm.
was the one who reached out after like a year.
Mhm.
It was I who reached out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And you
I'm
reached
gonna mute
out.
it so that no interference.
That's okay. It's fine. You're fine. And
Okay.
why did you
Okay.
reach out to this person?
Um, just to connect, honestly,
Yeah.
just to
So
connect.
I'm going to stick with what I said. You already
Okay.
knew that this was not good for you. And it was a way of the universe sort of giving you free will to see, and you giving yourself an opportunity to see that this is not a healthy relationship and you deserve something
Mm-hmm.
better. But you wanted to test the waters again. And you did. And you see what happened. I would say I wouldn't waste any more time on it other than knowing that if something is not healthy, if something ends, and I'm not talking about this ending, even the first time you two ended was not good. Take the beautiful lessons you learned, hold on to the good experiences, learn from those things that did not go well, and don't keep repeating the same thing over again. So this was a test that you didn't pass, but now you have a chance because you will get tested again. And whether that's a
Mm.
urge, whether that's you sitting there thinking, let me see, because our ego will make us believe that we can change people. Our ego will make us believe that just because we want something, that thing will want us. And that's not always the case. Yeah. So that's what happened with that. It's, you know, Just be thankful that it happened real fast and you didn't get drugged down this road for another year or two and have to try to fight your way out of it. Yeah. Yeah. Be thankful. Be thankful it happened quick.
Thanks. Very thankful.
Be thankful.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. That's the best thing. Yeah. Now you can know exactly what you want in a relationship, know exactly what you are bringing to the relationship, and what healthy looks like for you. You can start thinking about what does a healthy, loving relationship look like to Aisha in 2024, not 2008, not 2006, but 2024. What do I need in a partnership at this time? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to go to the next question
Yeah.
caller because we got quite a few people and I want to get to them before our time is up. So I hope that helped you. You take that in and do a celebration. So you never forget
Yes,
this
ma'am.
moment that it happened quick. You seen what you needed to see, and it's a wrap. You good. You good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm good.
There you go.
Okay.
So peace and love. Thanks for
Thank
calling in.
you.
You're
Peace
welcome.
and
Thank you.
love.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. Let's go to the next caller. Yeah, I do have a Cash App, Kevin. Kevin, you want to Cash App me? I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put the Cash App in the chat. I'll put it in chat. Let's go to 5138. 5138, you are live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hi. This is Sky from Ohio.
Sky, you sleep?
No.
Okay. Hi, Sky from Ohio. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Okay, okay. And how can I help you?
I just wanted to ask about a dream I had a few days ago.
Okay.
So, I was dealing with the situation, and I kind of wrote down some things before I went to bed, just about how I didn't know what to do, and I felt like I wanted a confirmation that I didn't feel like I was getting, so I kind of wrote that down and put it under my pillow. And when I went to sleep, I had this dream that that I was getting married to the situation or the person that I was asking about, and everybody, like a lot of my family was there, my friends was there, everything was set up.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandma was there, and I'm not used to her showing up in my dreams, but she was in this one, and I hugged her and everything, and she seemed fine. She was just complaining about my dress, but I was surprised that she was in the dream. So I was about to get married, and I kept saying to myself that I didn't have any vows. Like, I didn't know what I was going to say, because I felt like the only thing I could remember about the relationship is the beginning of it, and then all of a sudden, about to get married. And I feel like that's a reoccurring theme that some of my dreams have been having. Where I'm about to get married, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't remember things being deep enough to where we should be getting married, or how we didn't spend enough time on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of woke up from the dream, and before I wrote it down, I noticed that the time was 10:10, and I thought that might have been important.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess I just want to know, like, what this dream was telling me, Like I had a few ideas, but I never know what to believe or
Okay.
what to
Well,
trust because I feel like I get so much.
that's okay. I want you to share with me what you believe the dream was telling you.
I just felt like I wasn't ready for such a big step, and how the person in the dream, this is a real life situation. They're ready to make big steps. And I'm just like, I'm not there yet. Like it's still stuff from the past that I'm dealing with, and I don't know how to deal with it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or to tell them like I'm not ready. Like I'm not saying no, just that I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm. And so, what do you feel the person wants you to be ready for? Not in the dream, but in real life. And I'm going to let you talk most of this out.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they want a chance to make up for the past, to see where things could go, to give things another chance.
You said the person wants to see if they have an opportunity to make up for the past.
Yes, and to just move forward with a relationship or seeing where things could go.
Mm-hmm. And so this relationship from the past ended because this person wanted to make the relationship a little bit more uh, consummated, and you wasn't ready for that step.
No, the relationship ended because, well, I've talked to you about this before. It was the same one from the dream I had about me and my mom making up. And the dream pretty much ended because, like, we were too young for, um, my mom didn't approve.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to kind of break it off. But the way that it fell out, um, it seemed like it went badly, even though it was just both of us kind of dealing with not being able to be together anymore.
Okay. And so now you're older
Right?
and you still think you're not ready for a relationship?
It's not that. Just I'm afraid of like getting hurt.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, I get it. Have you been hurt in a relationship before?
That one,
Because
and probably another one. But yeah,
okay, so you did have a relationship with the person, or you didn't?
I, yes, yes, I did.
Hmm?
But I don't know if I could call it a relationship because we were like 14.
Right. So that's the reason I wanted to take you back there because you're afraid of something you didn't experience. And it's okay to have fear.
hmm
But how old are you now?
34.
How old?
34.
You're 34. And this happened when you're 14.
Yes,
And
yes.
you're scared to be friends with this person because
I mean, it's pretty much what she said. I'm afraid of something that hasn't happened, but the way I perceived it, it feels like it did happen because I held on to it for so long and I saw it one way for
mm,
so long until we actually talked everything out.
mhm. So here's the thing that I will tell you. It's absolutely nothing wrong with having a friendship with this person if you want to have a friendship. But clearly, because so much happened when you were 14 years old and the situation of your mother telling you you were too young. And was he 14 years old too or older?
No, he was like a year younger. I met him 16 and he was 14.
Hmm? Hello?
He was younger. I was 15. I was 15. He was 14.
He was 14 and you were 15. And so now you two have reconnected. Let's do this, Sky. How about instead of you going to marriage, because this dream is really telling you that before you can enter into a sacred union like a marriage, that you need to love yourself. But if you're going to ask me, do I think you're ready? Ready for what? Y'all are getting to know each other because you don't know each other as adults. You knew each other as children.
Right.
You don't know each other. So, yes, your mind is taking you back to when you were 14 and 15 and you had these strong feelings for him and you were madly in love with each other, at least y'all thought. And here comes the big mean mommy that says no, and you're devastated. And you held on to that for another 25 years. And now here you are, 35 years old, and you're getting an opportunity to see where this dream, because in your mind over the years you dreamt about him, you thought about him, and you held him close in your heart, would go. And so there's a part of you that doesn't want to disrupt the purity and the innocence of when you were 15. That's what's happening. And so the best way to move past that, because what you don't want to do is be 50 or 60 years old sitting somewhere saying, I wonder what would have happened. You don't want to live your life with the couldas, the shouldas, and the wouldas. So why don't you just take it slow? Let's not go from we connect with each other and now we're just going to walk down the aisle and get married. Let's not do that. Let's not go from we haven't talked to each other to we're going to get together and the first night we're going to jump in the bed and we're going to have sex. Let's not do that either. Let's start with, let's see if we even want to be friends, if we even enjoy each other's company, because you have experience and learn more about yourself, and I'm growing and I'm learning more about myself. And let's see if after all of these years, would you still be that person that can captivate me, and I am so interested in getting to know, and you're so interested in getting to know me. And we can figure out, what do you like? What kind of things you like? What have you been doing over these years? What have I been doing over these years? Hey, maybe me and you can go hang out and we can have a nice dinner. How about that?
Okay.
How about that? And you take it real slow. And if that's too much for you, how about we just talk on the phone and we do that for the next 10 years? Huh?
That's pretty much what we've already been doing.
Of course, that's a joke, but you understand what I'm saying. So just take it slow.
Yeah.
What your dream is telling you, and while you're bullshitting, Jay-Z and Beyonce talked on the phone for almost 4 years before they ever went on a date. Call it what you want, but you get to know some things about a person when you get a chance to be able to freely express yourself. So the other thing that I want you to do is you need to work on you. And I know you're doing that. But that marriage coming together is you got to first marry Sky and see what that feels like. See what you feel comfortable with. It's absolutely nothing wrong with saying, hey, I really would love to connect back with you. And why don't we, maybe every now and again, you can give me a call. I can give you a call. We can begin to start talking with each other and see where we're at. See where we're at. That's it. That's it. So I think it's beautiful that you two are rekindling a friendship and you're getting a chance to reconnect with each other from a different place in a different time, because there's still a part of you that's stuck at 15 years old. I actually think that this can be healing for you, because literally you never stop being that 15-year-old girl. And I guarantee you, if you start to communicate and speak to him, you're going to eventually turn in to the 35-year-old beautiful, gorgeous woman, because you left yourself back there when your mother told you that she forbids you from having any contact with this boy. You are frozen in time in that moment. And every day, Sky, that you take the opportunity to be curious, not with heavy expectations of getting married and all of that. I'm not telling you not to dream and not to wonder and not to be curious and all of these things. But every moment that you take the opportunity to not allow yourself the opportunity to explore the possibility of having a friendship, having a connection, possibly having a relationship with this person, every time you take that opportunity, you will grow fuller and more, and you will start to become more into who you really are. Because truly, in your essence, you're still 15. You never left that moment of this person. So I can see why your dream came across as something so intense, as if you two were getting married, because that's literally who you have been with, who you've been fantasizing with, who you've been in connection with, who you've been in thought with since you've been 15. You owe it to yourself to at least explore in a safe way for yourself who this person is that captivated your heart when you were 15 years old. You owe it to yourself to be able to do that.
Okay.
All right. Let me give you some sparkles.
Thank you.
So I'm going to give you some sparkles and come back and tell us all the juicy details. Don't make them too juicy. We just want y'all talking on the phone, maybe going out for dinner. We ain't doing too much, okay? I don't want you doing too much.
Right.
Because you need to get to know him again. Yeah. He's a grown man now. He's had a lot of experiences. Find out what he's been doing in his life. You understand? Ask a lot of questions, Sky. Mm-hmm. Ask questions. Ask a lot of questions. All of those questions. Ask questions. If you think you're going to forget, write them down. Write them down. By the way, Kevin said, I wish I had a shorty dreaming of me for decades. I know, that's some powerful energy. So, this is exciting. I want you to allow yourself to feel joy, because this is truly what you have been dreaming about, wanting to happen for decades, since you were 15, and now it is here. Do not miss the chance. Please don't tell yourself you're not ready. Mm-hmm. You're not ready. You've waited. You've waited for over 19, 20 years for this moment. Of course you're ready. You're ready. You're ready to be a friend. You're ready to do this. You're ready to connect so that you can really embrace your power from when you were 15 to now. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Every day things are going to become more clear. Every time you guys talk, every time you connect, you're going to feel more and more and more, you're going to really, really be able to see yourself in the same beautiful light that he's seen you in when you were 15. All right? All
Okay.
right. Well, peace and love. Hold the line. Oh, I love that. 15, 14 years old. It kind of reminds me of that song by Stacey Ladishaw. I found love on a two-way street. I think she was about 15 when she wrote it. And lost it on a highway. Whatever. Let's go on. I told you guys, I feel like falling in love. That's what's happening this summer. But remember, the very first person you must fall in love with is yourself. Is yourself. Fall madly, compassionately, deeply in love with you. I want to say thank you to Kevin for that Cash App donation. Thank you, Kevin. I'm going to use that Cash App donation. Let me stop. I started saying, buy me some Godiva, but I am committed to something else, so I won't be buying Godiva with it. So, but yeah. So, let's go to the next caller calling in from area code. It's a private number. Private number, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Okay, they're asleep. Hello.
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 Hi, Ms.Blue.
Hi.
Hello.
Were you over there asleep? Hello.
Yeah, oh my God, you're so right. Oh my God. Hi.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put the horn on you. Those were bad spirit guides. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
All right. Who's on the line and where you're calling from?
Yeah, you have to forgive me. So I'm gonna go with Tina, and it's been a year now, and they're not on to talk to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Slow down for just a second. Slow down. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh my goodness. Where are you calling from again?
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yes.
So crazy because I just seen a whole archway open up with lots of trees and flowers and sparkles and fairies and just all kinds of things.
Ooh.
I know. How exciting. And what is your name?
Tina.
Tina. Tina from Colorado. Hi, Tina from Colorado. How can I help you?
Yes. Thank you, Ms.Blue. Ms.Blue, just wanted to know if you see I had like a project that I wanted to do, and I was delayed. And I wanted to start it like till the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you feel about that? Huh?
Well, I feel like you will get started this year. However, you probably won't see the project really going into action until sometime towards the end of next month.
That's good news.
That's great news, actually. So here's the best thing to do, Tina. You need to start getting things together now. Start organizing things, getting things in action anything that's going to distract you. Like if you need to get your house in order, if you need to sort of kind of tidy up and clean up, I want you to tidy up, clean up, get all of these things together. So when it is time to go, you are absolutely ready to go.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's very, very nice. I understand you.
Yeah. So,
That's amazing.
and
Hey,
mm-hmm, I'm listening.
no, go ahead, Miss Blue.
No,
Please,
no, no. I was going to tell you that. Just start getting everything in order. Here's another great thing I want you to do when you get a chance tomorrow, when you wake up. I want you to write down that you are committed and put down what that project is to completing that project. And I want you to think about the things in your life that you have to stop focusing on, that you can't do anymore. What kind of thoughts you're going to let go of, what kind of bad habits you're going to let go of, and then write another list of all the things you're going to be committed to so that you can continue to move forward and do the things that you're setting your goals on and your desires to do for yourself.
yes, that sounds very beautiful, Miss Blue.
Yes, I'm
I am going.
excited for you. I'm going to give you some sparkles, Tina. Make sure you come back and check back in with me and let me know how things are going. We have this beautiful new moon here, so this is the perfect time for you to write that commitment letter to yourself and then start getting to work and start doing those things and stay in commitment. And before we get to like next month, you're going to start seeing some movement and all of these things starting to happen. So I am sending you so many blessings and wishing you well as you continue on your journey.
Thank you.
All
It's
right.
been an honor talking to you.
You're welcome. Peace and love. Hold the line.
Thank you.
Yes. Don't we love it when dreams come? She came through and brought the whole little fairy kingdom with her. Just all the sparkles there. How beautiful. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 7076. 7076, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Miss Blue.
Hello, greetings. Who's on the line?
Greetings. My name is Verna.
What's your name?
Verna.
Verna.
I called in several months ago and spoke with you once before.
Okay. I pray that it was good for you. I hope it was good for you.
It was. I'll pick your brain and remind you. I'm the person. I was the teacher that called in. Remember, I was dehydrated.
Oh, oh my. I do. Now that's a good one because I do remember.
Remember, you
Yeah.
said I was the first person you ever had dealt with that issue. But I'm calling for another reason.
You not dehydrated tonight, are you?
No, I'm doing great.
Well,
Thank
good,
you.
good, good. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Vernon. And how can I help you tonight? What's going on?
I want you to do a body scan, and I also I want to know who's around me.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, two things. You want me to do a body scan on you, and all right. Let me stop. Let me just stop being blue. Let me just do a body scan real quick. All right. I want to say thank you to Terry for that super chat. No, it's not a super chat. That's a cash chat donation. Thank you. All right, let's see. Okay, taking a look, your energy looks good. You are taking in a lot of energy. You are, which is really always a good thing. I will say that your root chakra is not as it's not as flowy as I would like it. It's not as wide as I would like, and it's not as flowy as I would like. And I know you said that you're doing really, really good, but there are some concerns here about someone in the family. So, who is it that you're worried about?
It's probably my ex, my children's father.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Well, he's not physically doing well
Mm-hmm.
at this time, and basically it's a result of the decisions that he's making. But I saw him recently, and he's slowly leaving.
Yeah. And let me tell you, and I'm so sorry to hear that, Verna, because it's affecting you in your root chakra. You know, this is where we hold our energy about our loved ones, our family, how we feel about people who are close to us. It could be soul family. It could be, like you said, your ex. It could be someone, your children's father, you've been in a relationship with. And this is greatly sort of draining your root chakra. Here's what I want you to do. And I know this can be pretty tough when it's someone we love and care. And I know that, like you said, he is in the situation he's in because of his choices that he's made and his lifestyle that he has chosen to live. But here's what I want you to do. Can you love him for who he is?
I
For
do.
hmm Without any judgment. Without any judgment.
I do.
Well,
We I do. He's actually my best friend,
hmm
and it hurts to see him in the predicament
hmm
that he's in.
right. And that's why I'm asking you when I say love him for who he's in, for who he is, take the judgment out. And the judgment is going to soften how you are feeling this pain, because what I'm telling you is you're taking in so much of this in your own energy that it will start to
Okay.
impact you. And then that's no good for him or for you or for the children or for anyone in the family. So to be in the
Yes.
place where you can kind of be in a high vibration, a high frequency. I know it's tough. Like I said, I know that's not easy, but if you want to help him, which I know you do, then you can help him by maintaining a higher frequency and vibration, because that
Okay.
energy will allow that frequency whenever you're around him, whenever you're thinking about him, whenever anything comes up about him, to send him good vibes. Often we talk about sending people bad vibes. Well, when we are holding fear in our energy, when we're holding sort of sadness for someone, when we're holding this energy, we are literally connecting it to that person. We're literally sending them that energy. So that's when I say
Okay.
move out of judgment. I want you to be in a high spirit. When you're talking to him, things that make him laugh, things that you all enjoy together. And I guarantee you will see a shift in his frequency. Remember, we're all incredible, powerful spiritual beings. And every
Yes.
soul has their path and their journey for where they are in this world and in their life. And so I want you to respect his path, his journey without judgment. You understand? And
Okay.
be that loving, beautiful light, because that's what you are, that forgiving, that caring, that nurturing light to him in his life whenever you feel possible that you can. So, just by you doing that,
Okay.
your root chakra has now started to expand. I don't see all this fluttering and flickering in there. And your energy is lifting back up in your physical body because we can't have you and him down. That's not going to work.
That's right.
So that's what I want you to do. I want you to continue to keep your energy high, keep good thoughts, see him well. See him well. I'm going to give you this, Vern. This is something often I give to mothers. And I know you don't think
Okay.
of him, I know you're not his mother, but in a way you have played a role of his mother in this lifetime.
He said I'm his junior mother.
I'm telling you, I can see it. I can see it. You.
His mom and I are close.
Mm-hmm.
His mom and I are very close, and he divorced me back
Mm-hmm.
in 2005 because he didn't want to grow up,
Mm-hmm.
but he laughed and say I'm his mother's junior, but we were together 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Beautiful. Yes, I know. I know. I'm gonna give you some sparkles. I know. I know. And I just want to tell you, your love is healing in itself. And I know it's been a lot for you. And you are just such a beautiful light in this world. And I don't want you to forget that. And I know
Thank you.
I can see how big your heart is because that was the second thing I was going to talk to you about is your heart. Like your heart is so huge, especially the front of your heart chakra. Now, the back of your heart chakra, we got to work on that, Vern. You got to open that up wide because the universe wants to bless you for your love, for your light,
The
for
last time,
mm-hmm.
I think the last time you said there was leaking
Yeah,
in my heart,
yeah, yeah,
in my heart chakra.
yeah. I want you to open up the back of your heart chakra, you know? And just, you can do that by placing your hand on your heart and confirming, I am open to receive. I'm open
Okay.
to receive. Your spirit guides are telling me that you have a heating pad. You have a heating pad?
I do.
Yeah, they told me. They said she got one, Ms.Blue. I was about to send
I
you to
do.
Amazon, but I ain't got to send you to Amazon. And then I want you to take your heating pad and put it on like 1, 2, or 3, no higher than 4. Roll it up, put it on the bed, lay it like where the center of your back is. And I want you to lay
Uh-huh.
down on it to feel that warmth in your back. And while you're feeling that warm energy, because the heart chakra has a front and a back, and the back of the heart chakra is how we receive love, how we receive what the Most High has for us, how we receive those things coming into us. And I want you to lay on that, just lay there, lay. And as you feel that warmth in the back of your heart chakra, I want you to just affirm, I am open to receive all of the beautiful, divine, loving goodness that God, the universe, the Most High has for me. And I am
Okay.
open to receive all of the blessings, all
Okay.
of the goodness that life has for me. And let me tell you this, I don't want to scare you. I'm not going to scare you. But let me ask you, please, are you dealing with any kind of physical illness in your body?
No.
Okay.
The only
Hold on,
thing is
hold on.
like I
Don't
told
say,
you before with
don't, don't say it. Don't say none. Don't say none. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. What I want you to do is keep bringing in joy. Keep finding things that
okay.
fill you up with joy. Keep doing things that bring you up. Find a hobby. Find something you can do that lights you up. brings in joy, brings in happiness, brings in getting you excited, brings that in. Start accepting when people want to help you.
That,
Stop.
excuse me.
hmm Stop telling people you don't
That's
need.
one of the things I've been working on in
hmm
the past year is doing more of the things that bring me joy and happiness.
Yes, please do that.
Before I would do so much for everyone else, but I've
Yes.
been focusing more so on, on my own path, my
Yes.
own journey,
Oh,
and doing
yes.
the things that make me happy. So,
Yes. Please do
yeah.
more of that. Find the things that make you take a class, take a dancing class. Take a swing dancing class or something. Take a class in something. Learn something that you don't know, and I want you to do it. I want you to find joy every single
Okay.
day. Get that happiness and that joy in there. And I know it's hard to watch what's going on with your ex, but try to limit how much you are involved in that situation. Try to limit how much, hear these words, you are involved in that situation. Do not
Okay.
insert yourself where you shouldn't insert yourself. Be there, be loving, be kind, but try to limit how much you involve yourself in that situation because it's
Yeah.
greatly, greatly impacting your energy.
Okay.
All right. I love you. I'm going to send you some
All
sparkles.
right. Thank you. I love you too.
All right. And just keep raising your frequency and be open. When someone says, I want to help you, I want to do something for you, accept it. Accept all
Yeah.
that is for you.
That's one of the things that I'm learning also is to stop being so independent.
Yeah. Yeah. See, when we are so independent, it really is that we are dependent. It kind of works the opposite. So yeah,
Hmm.
you want to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, before I wouldn't let nobody do anything. Now it's like, okay.
Yeah. Let the people around you love on you. Let them love on you. They love you and they're grateful for all the love you've given them. Let them love on you. Yeah. We're here to give and receive, especially when you know it's coming from a good source. So I want you to do those exercises that homework I gave you, and I want you to do that for the next 30 days straight.
Okay.
And then come back and let me know how things are going.
Okay. And also, can you tell me who's around?
You got a lot of ancestors around you. In particular, let me ask you a question. Is your mother still with us, please?
No.
Yeah, your mama's with you, girl. She back there tying something around her head. I don't know what it is, but
You know what? I did her hair. I did her hair when she passed,
oh, okay. This
and
what
I
did you
took
put on
I
her
took my
head?
best look. I took my best friend in there, and my mom. She was funny, but I was doing her hair
Uh-huh.
because they wanted to charge like almost $400 to do her hair, and I told them, I said, I'm not paying that. I'll do it myself.
Oh
So
my.
me and my friend, we went down there. We had the ultra sheen. And I had ultra sheen, and we were laughing. I said, "Well, we better wipe this off before he." But I did her hair for her burial.
No lie. Your mama said, "Tell my daughter I'm doing my own hair." And she started wrapping something around her head.
Oh
I'm
my
like, "What
God,
is that?"
that's too funny.
I'm
That's too
telling
funny.
you, this is her. I love it because I love this work so much because this is proof to us that no one really dies. And our ancestors
Mm-mm.
love to come through with evidential proof. Like literally, I'm over here screaming when I
That is
seen her.
too funny.
I'm like, what is she doing with her hair? She's like, tell my daughter I am doing my hair. And she has something she's wrapping around her. I said, why is
It,
she wrapping something around her
it,
head?
she had long hair
Oh,
and thick,
she's wrapping her
like mine.
hair. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Your mama is cracking up. She's like, tell my daughter I'm doing my hair. And I look and she's wrapping. I'm like, what are you wrapping your head? Yes. So your mama is with you, honey. And she wants you to know she is doing her hair and she loves you and she's agreeing with, you know what? I haven't had this happen in a long time. Well, yes, I have. I don't think too many of them expressed it, but your mama is like, please tell her. I agree with you, Miss Blue. Everything you said, I agree. Tell her she don't need to be inserting herself so much into that situation.
And that would be her. My mom was a no nonsense
Oh,
type of person.
yeah, she my
She'll tell
girl.
it to
She my
you
girl.
straight,
She's my
whether
girl right
whether
now.
you agree or not.
Yes.
And if a person was doing something wrong to you, you can't go to her and tell her anything because the first thing she gonna say, "What about you?" Meaning your shit stank too.
Well, she's telling me, she said, Ms. Blue, I agree with everything you told my daughter. She said, tell her to keep her ass from over there. She needs to focus
Mm-hmm.
on her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So your mama is
Mm-hmm.
with us, and that's what she has to say. And she's doing her hair, girl. She doing her hair. She ain't. So, love to you. I'm so glad I could bring you that confirmation through. That always cracks me up because they come through so real. And that's all
I'm gonna be
that's why I was
laughing
like,
half the
I
night.
don't know what that means. But she's over here
Oh
doing
my goodness.
wrapping something around her hair and doing her own hair, honey. She like, listen, tell my daughter I'm doing my hair.
Mm-mm-mm. Okay.
Oh, blessings and
Uh,
blessings. I love you so much and thank you so much for coming by. That's hilarious.
it is. Thank you.
You're welcome. Peace and
All right,
love.
you take care.
All right, you too.
Peace and blessings.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh,
Bye.
how beautiful was that? Yeah, her mama came through. She was doing her hair. She was, yeah. I whipped my hair back and forth. Right, Dante. She was doing her own hair. I want to give a couple of shots out because we do have more Soul Family who has joined. And I just want to welcome you all in. Shaniqua is in the building. So good to see you, Shaniqua. Kai is in the building. Welcome in, Kai. King Simon Presents is in the building. And, King Simon, I know he has a new children's book out. You guys check it out. I had put it in my live. I know a lot of you responded to it. I want to say congratulations to King Simon, always putting in the work. If you guys don't know, you can check the archives. King Simon came on as a guest. He's doing incredible, amazing work in the world as well. So check him out. Also, the goddess Rainwater is in the building. Want to send her so much love. And as well, you guys know how I feel about Rain. She's another one to definitely check out. Rain, I seen you doing your thing in the city. She's outside. If y'all want to get outside, you want to get some magical jewelry, some things that's just going to help your frequency and amp your energy up. You want to get with the goddess Rainwater. She has everything. So for my nail girls, she got you. For my jingling bracelet sisters and brothers, she got you. Necklaces, earrings, things for your hair, dream catchers, all kinds of things, as well as I think she's doing I don't want to speak too fast. Rain, you doing energy healing sessions as well while you're outside. She's in the New York area. I know she travels as well. You guys check her out as well. So I wanted to give that love. And also, I believe I looked up, I didn't catch it. I believe Chef Amira came in the building. Want to give her a shout out as well. I know she has some things coming up. She's going to be going to St. Lucia here very, very soon. So lots of things going on. I think Queenie has Juicy July coming up for those of you who want to get that physical body in alignment and get that physical body together. If you want to get into juicing, don't know how to do it. Queenie has been doing this for a couple of years, and so she has her program that she really walks you through and gives you support when you're going into these spaces and you're beginning to do that work. It's something great to check out. Also, Brittany Vibes is in the Blue Room, and Brittany Vibes has her room that she hosts on. I just lost a whole thought there that she hosts on Clubhouse called Cosmic Conversations. So definitely you want to check her out. I think Brittany does that usually on Wednesdays. I may be wrong. Don't hold me to it. You can follow Brittany Vibes, and she's pretty much Brittany Vibes on all platforms. You can follow her and find out. She puts together some incredible rooms and does some incredible work as well. Plus, she has a YouTube channel. You want to check out some vibes. Brittany Vibes always brings the vibes. I want to give a big shout out to Brother Lance, who is always in the Blue Room. He is one of the moderators here. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for Brother Lance and all the moderators. And you will find him in here and other places. Lance will pull cards and do readings for you. And not only just pull cards and do readings for you, but also give you his insight and intake in the Blue Room. And so you'll get a lot of information from Brother Lance as well in the Blue Room, but he'll pull a card for you, tell you what the card is, and give you the information. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, that was you, Lock for Life 707. She said, Miss Blue, my mom came through. That's too funny. Thank you. She keeps her hair wet. Well, she let me know. It's been a while since I had an ancestor come through, and off the rip, they over there doing their hair. They're doing their hair. That's incredible. That is incredible. So it is a busy time for Planet Remix and the Soul Family. They have a lot of things going on, and definitely a beautiful place to check out and connect with one another, and continuously being good to each other, loving each other, keeping yourself in a healthy and a high vibration. I'm going to get ready to get off of here because I have a whole bunch of consultations tomorrow. I know some of you will be there. Don't forget to check out the show notes, and let's see what we're going to do. If you're here and you're still listening at this point, whether you came from the past and you traveled to the present moment, such as now, or you came from the future and you're choosing to join us in this moment here as of now, I want you to leave. Let's see what emoji you're going to leave. If you're still here, you know the emoji with the paper and the pencil, since we're all going to be affirming and writing our commitment statements. When you leave your comment, I want you to leave the paper and the pen and let us know, if let us know what you're going to be. Here's specifics. Let us know what you're going to be committed to. And I know there may be many things that you're going to be committed to, but let's equate it to what thought, what internal commitment are we going to make with ourselves? So if you're working on a project or something like that, you can share that as well. But you may say, I am committed to, I am committed to, let's see. No, I'm not going to give it to you. Whatever your commitment statement is, but make it one that's connected with you and that you feel comfortable sharing with the soul family and the community. And let's write what we're committed to. And this way, we can use this as an oracle file in the comment section after the show. And we can come back here in a couple of months and we can check in and see how we have stayed committed to those things that we put out that we are committed to. So if you bout that life, then you bout that life. And you'll come back and you'll put that down and you'll leave it in the comment section. Morgan the Mystic says, I am committed to cultivating transcendence, self-love, and focusing on me and I. I love it. I love that. Come back, Morgan. Do me a favor. Leave that in the comment section afterwards. We're going to leave the paper and the note and write what we're committed to. So I just want to tell you all, Crown Knowledge Radio, welcome on in. And I just want to leave that for everyone here. I am sending you all so much love. And even though I feel like I can do an all-nighter tonight, I'm not. But you will be able to catch me in the cosmic streets this weekend. So keep your notifications on. And also, if you're not following me on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, what's the other one? Clubhouse, all of those spaces, do that. And so I will see you all really soon, really soon. So I love you all. Have an amazing, wonderful, beautiful expansion weekend. Peace and love. Peace and love, soul family. I love you all. Thank you all. Ciao.
for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.